Hi, guys. Good evening, and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and the really solid, awesome opening we got to one of our favorite Amazon Prime shows that is finally back in, sadly, its fifth and final season, The Boys. We got the first two episodes of season 5 today on Amazon Prime. I just finished watching it, thoroughly enjoyed it. Wanted to share my thoughts and feelings about it with you guys. Before I go on, of course, please be warned, if you're not caught up on The Boys by the first two episodes of season 5, you don't want to keep watching or listening to this review, as I will be discussing massive spoilers. So again, if you don't want it ruined or spoiled, don't keep watching or listening. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, so happy to have the show back. Feels like it's been a minute. I think almost 2 years. Yeah, because season 4 was 2024. Yeah, so wow, 2 years. Damn. I'm glad that they picked up almost right where they left off. I mean, there was a time jump of about a year. But it checked in with all of the season premiere did what it's supposed to do, checked in with all of our characters and remind us, the audience, where we left off with these characters. And I gotta say, it was a real solid opener. You know, it showed us what Homelander's been up to, what Butcher and Starlight have been up to. Starlight trying to lead a resistance movement, while Homelander and his goons are like cracking down on the resistance movement. And meanwhile, the boys are, most of them were imprisoned in the prison camp. And yeah, it was really solid stuff. I mean, I kind of was hoping, I kind of figured, well, no, I didn't figure. I don't want to lose any of the characters we like. But I was surprised to see A-Train go so early. Granted, in his final moments, he saved Huey and the boys from the prison camp and led Homelander away so they could all escape. And I gotta give him props for the way he defiantly stood up to Homelander, even in his final moments as death looked him in the face. He did not break. He did not break in his defiance, and that speaks volumes about him and volumes about Homelander. The way he started getting all weak and sniveling and almost defensive when A-Train started calling him out for all the crap that he is and everything he's done. And even before Homelander breaks his neck, I'm like, damn, A-Train went out like a boss. I was still sad to see him go. I liked him. I thought he had a wonderful redemption arc on the show. But I also get that, you know, they don't want to give the boys too much of an edge or an advantage, because it would be far too easy for them to topple Homelander and the other soups. So it makes sense to take A-Train off the board, I think. Yeah. Well, whether it makes sense to you or not, he's gone now. Jesse T. Usher, you were amazing in this role. Thank you for everything. You did a phenomenal job. Everybody did a phenomenal job in their respective roles in these two episodes. I really like how it feels like it's moving along. Like they're not beating around the bush and they're just getting straight to the point. It's like, okay, we've got the virus. It's been made. We got to test it before we use it on Homelander. Let's test it on the next strongest soup. And it's this giant overweight rock guy who I don't think was always overweight. He just let himself go. And then Soldier Boy comes along because of Homelander. And apparently it almost took out Soldier Boy. But as we saw in the final shot of the episode 2, he sits up from his ambulance gurney. So he's definitely not dead from the virus. And I was like, okay, if you're going to kill off Jensen Ackles, you were going to not leave it ambiguous. You're going to make it clear and directly in our face. So we have, without a doubt, that Soldier Boy is dead. And they did not do that. And I was like, I'm not willing to exclaim or gasp or go, oh my God, he's dead, until I know for sure. And sure enough, not dead yet. The other soups are dead, which means the virus does work, but maybe it won't necessarily work on soups as strong as Homelander and Soldier Boy. So I don't know. But this was a great, solid opener. I loved how it addressed the final moments of season 4 showing the boys being separated and captured, with Starlight and Butcher the only ones on the outside on the run. But then they quickly rectified all that by breaking them out of prison, saving them from Homelander, and everyone pretty much got away. Well, almost everyone except A-Train, R.I.P. A-Train. And these 2 episodes had everything. It had gore, it had carnage, it had heartfelt, tender moments between Huey and Starlight, between Frenchie and Kamiko. Oh, it is so great to hear her talk, too. She's got such a great voice. And I love that she can chime in and say literally whatever is on her mind to literally anybody. So that's pretty fantastic and pretty funny. So I really enjoyed the first 2 episodes a lot. It did leave me wondering about what is in store for Ashley. So it showed us the result of her injecting herself with V. She's got like a Voldemort type of situation going where she's got a tumor in the back of her head with a mind of its own. And it sounds like it's her conscience also that has really been amplified, and it's making her rethink her allegiances. So as vice president, even though she's a puppet of a politician, could she do something to stop Homelander or stop the rounding up of Starlighters or just innocent people in general? I don't know. We'll see. I also loved how the end of episode 2 reminds us that despite all his strength, despite all his powers, Homelander is just one pathetic, insecure little man, if you can even call him a man. Because he's so, and Anthony Starr does such a phenomenal job playing this part so well. And I'm just amazed as to like all that strength, all that power, and how much people fear him, and he's still deep down an insecure little man-child who just wants to be loved and be held. And the way he broke down when he thought Soldier Boy was dead, that was pretty awesome to see that. So I love seeing Homelander unravel, and I also hope it means the beginning of the end for him. Unfortunately, it could be the beginning of the end for some of the boys as well. Hopefully they don't kill off all of our beloved characters, but I could see a couple of them going, and it's just a matter of time before we see who that is. But overall, really enjoyed these first 2 episodes. What did you guys think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it down below in the comments section. Oh my God, Black Noir in the Deep having a podcast like Joe Rogan or that Charlie Tate or whatever that Tate guy was, the misogynist, sexist guy, and with the men's lives matter and men's equality, that shit was hysterical. Oh God, it was so cringy, but so damn funny. Yeah, so overall, I'm glad the boys are back, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this season. So thanks for watching. The Boys drops new episodes every Wednesday on Amazon Prime until May 20th, which is the day of the big series finale. It's going to be a doozy, I'm sure. Let's enjoy the ride until then. So thanks for watching, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.